Hello and welcome to the Six Pack Power Pilates Bodyholic program. What we are going to do today is lay out the foundation for the entire program. So today is going to be the most basic and the shortest workout that we have planned for the entire program. It's 4 weeks, and today is the day where we're just going to be touching on classical Pilates elements, getting our body ready, getting our minds hyped up and ramped up and ready to go for the upcoming 4 weeks. And we're gonna get started with a gentle lower back rotation. We're gonna open up our chest, and then we're gonna go right into some very, very classical Pilates elements. And there are going to be modifications. If anything is too difficult, I'm always going to give you an alternative, all right? Especially if you're dealing with a sensitive back, sensitive knees, etc., etc. And that goes for the entire next 4 weeks. So without further ado, and I hope Richie will, this is Richie, my buddy over here. I hope he just kind of hangs out there. We're gonna get onto our back, and we're gonna press our feet into the floor. Our legs are gonna be hip width apart. And then we're gonna bring our hands to the base of our skull and make our elbows really heavy. Keeping the legs in this position, the feet in that position, just start moving the knees from side to side. When I bring the knees over to the left, I'm also gonna squeeze the right butt. And then over to the right, and then I'm gonna squeeze the left butt. And then from here, we're going to release it and go into the classical 100, but we're gonna do it in the more basic way. So we're gonna keep the feet on the floor, hip width apart, excuse me. And if you want to perform the 100 with one hand behind your head for that extra support, maybe you have a sensitive neck, so don't worry about it. I'm gonna tell you when we reach number 50, and then you can switch hands, okay? So, we inhale to prep, exhale to engage the pelvic floor, lift the shoulder blades up, gaze at the navel, and get those arms nice and strong, ready for the pump. We begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. That was 50. And pause. Hold it right here. Slowly bring your shoulder blades higher up, the hands behind your head, and lower back down. And then from here, we're gonna exhale, lift the shoulder blades up, engage the pelvic floor, and slowly lower back down. We're gonna go for another 4, keeping the pelvis steady. Exhale up. We're gonna go for 1 more, and then we're gonna return to the chest opener and letting the knees fall from side to side. And then maybe, and hopefully, you feel that your spine is a little bit more lubricated and moving a little bit more easily, feeling the flexibility rising up. And then from here, we're gonna press the left foot into center. The right leg is gonna go on top of the left. And we're gonna exhale to lift the left shoulder to the right knee. And I'm purposely saying the shoulder and not the elbow because I don't want this, but rather I want the abs to lift both shoulder blades up off the floor and then lower down. We're gonna go for another 3, 2, and 1. And then switch. Right foot centered, pressed into the floor, left leg over the right. Exhale, lift both shoulder blades, aiming with the right shoulder to the left knee. 2 more. And we're gonna go for 1 more. And then we're going to release. Getting ready for the roll up. We're going to glue our legs together, have our feet pointed, squeeze the thighs together, and really think about the lower spine. Press it down into the floor. So what you want to do here is press the rib cage down, the heels down into the floor, so that you're also creating the posterior pelvic tilt. The lower vertebrae should be pressing down. Then we inhale, bring the hands up overhead, and exhale to lead with the hands. Then the head comes up, and then once we're sitting nice and tall, I want you to reach forward and flex. Then slowly bring it back down. Now, if you felt like you really needed the momentum with the hands, that's perfectly fine. But let's see if we can do this with keeping the biceps parallel to the ears. So we inhale, bring it up, and then exhale, reach. And then slowly bring it down, pointing your toes. Inhale, exhale, keeping the arms close to the ears, flex, reach, point, bring it down. One more time. Flex, reach. Bring it down, and as you go down, start bringing your hands to the base of the skull and the right leg towards your chest, the left leg up. You're going to flex the feet, and we're going to go for 8 reps of the bicycles from side to side to side. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and release. Pressing the feet into the floor, hands by your side. Now, I also want you to think about how you're placing the hands on the floor. Rather than applying pressure, I just want them to relax. And then the butt's gonna go up. I want you to close the rib cage, squeeze the butt. And then from here, we just inhale, gently squeeze the butt, exhale, gently release, and then exhale to super squeeze and engage the pelvic floor. We inhale, gentle, exhale, super squeeze. So it's not that I'm really going down and up in the bridge. I'm staying in the bridge, just releasing and flexing. Releasing and flexing. We're going to go for 2 more, engaging the pelvic floor. 1 more time, and then hold it here with the left foot coming to center, and the right leg is going to start going way up. Now, if straightening the leg and flexing the foot is too much, please feel free to just lift the knee up like so. But if you can, you're going to reach, 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 and then gently switch. The left goes way up, reach, 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 and switch. And your main job right now is to keep your pelvis super, super steady as you switch between the legs, keeping the abs super, super tight. We're going to go for 2 more. And we're going to go for 1 more. And then please keep the butt up and the legs hip width apart. Inhale to really open up the knees and squeeze the butt. Exhale to return, imagining that you have a ball between your thighs and you're squeezing that ball. Then again, we inhale and we exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. 1 more, and then we're getting ready for the single leg stretch. So now press your back into the floor 1 vertebrae at a time, and let's drive the right knee to the chest, and you're going to gently tap your right hand against your right ankle and the left hand against your knee, elbows out, shoulders down, and you want about a fist distance between your chin and your chest. And now your left leg comes forward. Give it a little hug over here and switch. Left hand by the left ankle and switch. Right hand by the right ankle and switch. Really extending and pushing the leg forward, keeping the back steady. It's going to be another 4, 3, 2, 1, then hold it. Now, the leg that you're hugging, just straighten it completely, elbows out, and give me a pulse. Pulse, pulse, switch. One more, and then gently release with the legs together, hands by your side. You can bend the legs if you need to, and then the following exercise will look like this, okay? You can make the range of motion relatively small. But if possible, the legs are glued together, you're pointing the toes slightly lower down while really pressing your back into the floor. Exhale to lift overhead, touch the floor if possible, then flex open and slowly lower down in that V shape. Point, bring the legs together. Exhale, bring it up and over. Flex open, slowly down. Point, bring it together, bring it over. Flex open, slowly bring it down. Now please stay flexed, bring it overhead, touch the floor. Point, bring it together, touch the floor, slowly down. Flex open. Point, touch, slowly down. Last time, flex open. Point, touch, slowly lower down. And placing the hands at the base of the skull, the shoulder blades come up and they're going to be nice and steady now. We're going to drop one leg close to the floor and switch, keeping the feet pointed. If it's too much, you can do the following. You can bend your legs and perform the exercise like so. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, 1, and release, hugging the knees in towards the chest, elbows out, toes together. Inhale, rock a little bit, exhale, release. Inhale, rock, exhale, release. And you can keep this version going, or you can round yourself like a ball and then take a little momentum and then exhale, come up, almost touching your toes to the floor. Bring it back, roll it, exhale, own it at the top before you actually make contact with the floor with your toes. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Hold it right here. Then pressing the feet into the floor, hip width apart. We're going to go all the way down, one vertebrae at a time, reaching for the stars. Replacing the feet so that there is joint alignment. Your toes are looking forward. The knees are looking right up, not towards each other, not to the sides. And then we're going to exhale, lift into a bridge. The hands can be on the pelvis for external feedback because your main job right now is to really keep the pelvis super steady. And then the left foot is going to come to center and the right leg is going to go way up. Inhale, lower the leg down. Exhale, point and lift and switch. So the left leg goes way up. We flex lower, point, lift. Now we're going to keep doing this, and I just want to say something that there are a lot of people who have very sensitive backs, and this move can actually just feel like too much. So if that's the case, what I want you to do is press your back into the floor, flex lower, point, lift. And then again, okay? So this is perfectly fine. Flex lower, point, lift. And we're going to go for another 2. Last time. And then we're going to bring the feet down and release it completely. From here, we're going to place our hands like so at the base of the skull, right? So it's this. And we're going to press the triceps of the right side, the triceps into the floor so that actually you're engaging your lats and also feeling that with that pressure, you're also closing the rib cage and activating your abs a little bit more. So the knees are going to be at 90 degrees and we're going to lift the top knee, squeeze the butt, inhale, lower, lift and lower. 4 more, keeping the feet together, squeezing the butt. 2 more, 1 more, and now keep that pressure with the triceps down into the floor and keep steady with the rest of the body, but the top leg goes fully up, squeeze the butt, and fully down. We're going to go for another 4, so it's 6 total. 3, 2, 1 more. And now we're going to hover over the other leg. Inhale, bring the knee close to you. Exhale, push away. We're going to go for 3 more, keeping steady with the rest of the body. And here's the last one. And release. Now, the bottom leg, keep it bent and move on to your right forearm. So the right leg is bent, the left leg is straight, our thighs are parallel to each other, and the right elbow is going to be right under the shoulder. Lift it up. Inhale here. Exhale, rotate just once and bring it up. And if you feel like this is quite challenging, great, keep it going. But if possible, you're going to straighten the bottom leg and we're going to go for 4 more rotations. Inhale, prep. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then gently release, and we're going to do that whole thing on the other side. So we're going to clasp our hands, place it at the base of the skull, bend our knees, and remember to please apply pressure with the triceps against the floor. And the feeling should be, again, that you're pulling the lats down. You're pushing, and you're kind of crunching up your mat, okay? So then from here, we're closing the rib cage. We want to be nice and tight, and the top knee goes up. Squeeze the butt. Inhale, lower. 3, 2, 1 more time, and then we're going to lift the whole leg up, squeeze the butt, and lower down, staying super steady. To stay steady, we're not only pressing the triceps into the floor and working our lats, but we're also keeping our abs tight and pressing the bottom leg into the floor. Now we're going to hover. We're going to bring the knee towards our chest and press away. Keep pressing that bottom leg into the floor. Exhale away. And 1 more time and release. So we're going to bend that left leg, placing the left elbow under the shoulder. Let's come on up. Inhale here. Exhale, rotate. And bring it up. And then, if possible, we're going to go with one leg over the other or have one leg in front. And then we exhale and bring it back up. And back up. 1 more time. And then we're going to release it completely, moving on to all fours with the knees under the hip joints and the hands under the shoulders. So the tailbone should really feel like it's a direct line from the upper vertebrae, okay? So you don't want that. You want to kind of tuck it in, engaging the pelvic floor and really pushing the hands into the floor so you're not dropping into your shoulder blades. We want to come out of there, okay? Now, all I want you to do is focus on wrapping your abdominals around your spine. So essentially, you're imagining your abs as a girdle or the transverse abdominis. And when we exhale, we fully, completely exhale to then kind of make the navel disappear in towards your back, tightening up that imaginary or not imaginary girdle, okay? So take a deep breath, opening up the rib cage, but keep your spine neutral. This would be neutral spine. Inhale and fully exhale. And then again, inhale. Keep exhaling, keep exhaling. And then again. And last time. And now on the inhale, and exhale as we turn to our natural rhythm of breathing. I want you to stay with neutral spine and into a plank. Okay, so we're staying tight, spine is neutral, pushing the forearms into the floor, but our breathing has now returned to its natural rhythm. Now, keeping your spine nice and neutral, your pelvic floor engaged, and your butt activated, just drop into your shoulder blades and then come up. Slight drop into the shoulder blades and come up without the lower vertebrae dropping. 2 more. 1 more. And then release. Returning onto all fours. The hands directly under the shoulders, keeping your spine neutral. And the right hand comes forward, the left leg goes back. Push that left hand into the floor and exhale to drive elbow to knee or hand to foot to make it a little deeper. Inhale, exhale, elbow to knee or hand to foot. 2 more. 1 more. And switch. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, forward. One more time. And then release it. From here, we're gonna lie down on our back and we're actually gonna start wrapping up day 1. The hands are gonna be at the base of the skull. And if you tend to get dizzy, what I want you to do is just crunch up to the right, okay? That's perfectly fine. Just crunch to the right, 8 reps, and then to the left for 8. But if possible, you're gonna keep the pelvis steady and you're gonna inhale up through the right and exhale down through the left, disconnecting the shoulder blades off the floor and then slowly lowering them back down. So you're imagining a pencil that's shooting out of the crown of your head and you're drawing a perfect circle with that pencil. 3 more, inhale and exhale. 1 more time. And then we switch. So whether you're doing the circles or just crunching up to the side, we're going now over to the left. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 5 more. 3 more. 2. And here's the last one. Well done. And then we're going to return to opening up the chest 90 degrees now at the elbows. Lower the shoulders down. First, let's drop the head to the right. Make sure that your left elbow and left shoulder are nice and heavy. And then drop over to the left. And then let's release it here. Bringing the knees close together this time, the thighs, and the knees will fall over to the right. And then really think about the left shoulder blade and press it into the floor, letting it melt into the floor, and the head is going to turn to the left. Let's go to the other side. And then gently through the center and then onto the side and into a seated position. We're going to go into a butterfly stretch. So let's grab hold of the feet, really create an anchor with the feet and the hands and lift the chest up. Make the knees super heavy. And then slightly pull the chest forward and the elbows towards the navel. And then bring it up. The right leg, we're going to straighten it out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, come up and over to the side, really thinking about getting the rib cage away from the pelvis. And then gently come back up and over to the other side. Inhale, prep. Exhale, deep into the stretch. And then back to center. We're going to end with 2 deep breaths, sitting nice and tall. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale to release it. Let's go one more time. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale to release it. Well done. That was day 1 of the 6-pack Power Pilates program. I'm so proud of you. You have now created a foundation. You've woken up those abs, you've woken up your core, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you next time.